Hello, just going to give you a little information about Engineering and Design Technology GCSE courses. Hopefully help you make a decision about what you want to do. Start with DT. See there's quite a list of topics that we study. That's not everything, it's just picked a few out there to put on the slide. Let's have a look at a bit, shall we? Materials. So there's quite a lot of focus on the use of timbers and manufactured boards in our course. You will learn about other materials, but we focus more on timber-based products. And then manufacturing with different materials as well. So we've got some projects at the bottom of the screen there. You can see those things have been done as part of the GCSE course. Just a few examples there. You will learn a bit about different systems. So we've got mechanical systems, building on what you've done already in school, about mechanisms, and you learn about different designers, design eras, their influence on design and products. And of course, a big part of it is drawing and communication, so that you can communicate your ideas. As part of a design project, you need to be able to communicate what you're thinking, draw your ideas, annotate the pages, and you can see there's some good examples on there. Use of CAD/CAM, so building on what you've done before, 2D design, SketchUp, using laser cutter to create parts for projects, for example. A bit more about systems, do a little bit of electronics systems as well. It's not a huge amount, but there is a little in the DT course. And learning about new materials and modern materials, smart materials, things, for example, that change colour when they get hot. Just one example. About new technologies, how robotics is used in manufacturing, energy production, and then you undertake a large project. This is worth 50% of your course, a non-exam assessment or NEA project. We don't know what it is until the end of year 10 when the exam board release the details of the brief that you can choose to work from. And of course you then make what you design as part of your NEA project. So let's have a quick look at engineering. So you can see there's a list of topics there. Again, this isn't everything, just pick some out and see that these are some of the topics and content that we'll study in the engineering course. So looking at materials, we focus on metals and plastics, not woods or timbers in the engineering course, mostly metals. And manufacturing with them as well. So we'll be in the workshop using the lathes and other machines to work with the materials. There's mechanical systems, so we learn quite a lot about different mechanical systems that we can use. Structures, structural systems, as you can see there. There's quite a lot of electronics, quite a big topic on electronic engineering. Engineering drawing, so that's quite a big one. There's a lot of this come as part of your coursework, so we need to learn how to do engineering drawing properly. So we'll find out about that in the course. Use of CAD/CAM, again building on what you've done before, using 2D design, SketchUp to model things. We can use the laser cutter, but we'll also learn how to use some electronics modeling software as well to build and test some electronic circuits. And there is a piece of coursework, your non-exam assessment project, in which you design and make a product based on the brief given from the exam board, which we'll find out at the end of year 10, and that can involve using all sorts of materials and some mechanical parts and some electronics parts as well. There is quite a lot of maths in the engineering course. The exam board has recommended that if you are considering studying GCSE in engineering, then you should have a minimum target of a grade 5 in maths. It is not essential. Right? It is not essential, but there is quite a lot of maths in there, so if you have at least a target of a 5 in maths, then you're probably going to be able to access that maths content quite well. So looking forwards, there are lots and lots of DT and engineering related jobs and careers. So many. I just put a few on there that are related. And of course, you're just focusing on engineering. You might want to combine that with maths and science and go and study a specific kind of engineering. There are many, many disciplines of engineering. And of course, there are many pathways. So you're at school, you're about to start your GCSEs. You could go from there to do an A-level. You could go to university to get a degree, whether it's design degree, engineering degree. You could do vocational courses, get apprenticeships, which are becoming more popular now, and follow a pathway in design or engineering in that way. So I'll just leave that on there, and you can see a little information about some of the differences between the two courses.